Doesn't matter what they say, I am a knight.
I never pull my punches. Shall we begin?
Noctis Lucis Caelum is the first assassin that I'll be covering, and he is one of the best assassins as of recording this video. Noctis brings his expertise with many weapons as well as his warp to win strategy, and the combination is absolutely astounding. In this guide, we'll be covering Noctis' arsenal and his synergy with EX skills and summons, and a complete overview of his move list. So let's shift into high gear and get this guide started. We'll start with his moveset. Noctis' basic Bravery Attack is a quick 3-hit combo with a one-handed sword. This ability is used in the air and on the ground, and will be your bread and butter. It comes out fast, does good damage, and combos into almost every move. Forward Bravery Attack uses a lance. It's a bit slower than the sword, but provides a longer range and a little more damage. If you are just out of reach of an enemy, you may opt to use the lance instead of the sword. Using the lance is also good for getting a wall combo setup. However, it takes a little bit longer for Noctis to recover from using the lance as opposed to his sword recovery. Pressing back in Bravery Attack brings out a huge two-handed sword. On the ground, you can deliver a powerful 2-hit combo, but the first hit is an upward swing, so be sure to place Noctis in a close proximity of the enemy before trying it. If you take to the sky and use a back Bravery Attack, Noctis will come crashing down with his two-handed sword and bring the enemy with him. This move is very similar to Cloud's forward bravery. I recommend using back bravery as a combo ender or as a way to break an enemy. For example, neutral bravery combo into the wall and use a back bravery to break the enemy and bring you both to the ground. This will put Noctis in a safer place instead of leaving him in the air with any other bravery attack. His dash attack brings out a couple of knives, and honestly I don't recommend this move. This dash attack does not give you any advantage over any other weapon. Although the knives are small and generally associated with quick assassins, it's one of Noctis' slowest moves. You'd be better off using a neutral bravery combo instead of a dash attack. Now, let's get into the HP attacks. The first one available to Noctis is Warp Strike. This should be familiar to anyone that hasn't lived under a rock for the past 2 years. Noctis throws his sword a good distance from him, delivering a first hit, then teleports to the enemy and delivers the HP attack. The first hit will trap the opponent and get you slight bravery, so try to use this as a combo ender. You can also just use the Warp Strike as a movement method. Pressing square and missing an enemy will still allow Noctis to warp around a little bit. If Noctis misses his first hit of Warp Strike, he may still hit the enemy with his second hit. The second HP attack that Noctis gets is Shooting Star. Shooting Star uses the same attack as the Trident of the Oracle from Final Fantasy XV. Noctis throws his lance into the air, grabs it, and plummets down onto the enemy. This move doesn't travel as far as Warp Strike, however it deals damage in a small AoE. This move has multi-kill potential, but it's hard to combo into and it usually only hits if the enemy doesn't manage to dodge in time. On the flip side, this move is a great counterattack. If an enemy starts to attack you, you can throw your spear up and dodge the attack, landing back on top of them and dealing HP damage. The third HP attack is Steel Pirouette, and this attack is my personal favorite for Noctis. It gives you a great range similar to Warp Strike, and has the freedom of charging the attack for even more distance and damage. I highly recommend this move to be your HP attack. Noctis throws his two-handed sword at the enemy, then warps to it, and delivers a powerful swing. The first hit deals bravery damage, and the second hit is the HP attack. Noctis' final HP attack is Plunge. Plunge is a shorter distance warp strike using 2 knives. If the first hit connects, Noctis rips into the enemy with his knives, gaining you bravery before unleashing an HP attack. This move is good, and it gets you more bravery than Warp Strike, but your range will suffer. Noctis' passive unique ability is the Armiger. When Noctis' health drops low, around 1500 HP, the Armiger appears around Noctis and deals significantly more bravery damage. To counter this, consider only using an HP attack against an enemy Noctis if it will be a one-hit KO. The Armiger can be Noctis' key to a comeback. Noctis' EX ability is Warp. By pressing triangle, Noctis will warp in the direction that the left stick is pressed in. Noctis can store up to 3 warps over time. Warp can also be charged to deal more damage, and if Noctis uses a Bravery attack immediately after warping, a Warp crit will happen and the cooldown will be reduced significantly. Warp is a key part to succeeding as Noctis. An ideal Warp combo would look something like neutral Bravery combo into the wall, dash cancel, Warp, Bravery combo or HP attack as a finisher. The slight boost of Bravery can be enough to make a one-hit kill. Warp can also be used as a mix-up. If you run close to an enemy and use Warp, you'll end up on their backside. You could bait an enemy into thinking they can hit you, then teleport right behind them and retaliate with a combo. Effective ways to use Warp are limited by the creativity of the user. It can be used as anything from a combo extender to an escape tool. For EX skills, I typically run Revivify and HP regen. Revivify is a staple for assassins. It speeds up you and your surrounding allies temporarily, allowing you to dash into combos quicker. HP regen I recommend specifically for Noctis. When Noctis activates Armiger, you can use HP regen to recover and keep the Armiger active. If Noctis gets incapacitated, the Armiger will disappear. If an enemy HP attacks you and leaves you in Armiger, use HP regen to recover and they will regret letting you get back up. I've found Bahamut to be a great summon since he allows you to warp more frequently. Odin is also a reliable summon, as an increased dash speed and meter recovery means more opportunities for more long combos. Ifrit is also very reliable as he increases your bravery damage post-summon. Noctis is underwhelming in range, so the best way to fight against a Noctis is to stay just outside of his range until the Noctis gets anxious and throws out an attack. Noctis also has a very weak shield, so if you can connect a decently long combo, you will surely break his shield and stun him. Since Noctis generally revolves around longer combos to rack up bravery, it's also very easy to interrupt his longer combos, preventing him from getting plenty of bravery. Noctis is a very good assassin. He's easy to play, but hard to master. His simple moveset combined with a dynamic warp ability makes him accessible to first-time players and new Final Fantasy fans, but also a force to be reckoned with for those who master his combat. Warp to win, master the combos, don't pull any punches, and you'll be sure to knock Diss out of the park. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my guide. If you would like to see more guides, feel free to subscribe. Join me next week when I cover the legendary hero of Soldier, Sephiroth. Until next time. Hey guys, welcome to the end of the video. This is the part where I go without a script and I just sort of babble at you for a little while, pertaining to things about the video you just watched and things coming up, stuff like that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Got a lot of good feedback on the Cloud one, so I thought, hey, why not do another one? So look forward to Sephiroth next week, and I was actually going to put this video out last week, but the video editor I was using, OpenShot Video Editor, is actually the worst thing ever. So instead of using that trash heap, I decided to download a trial for Vegas Pro 15 and see how this works out. If you guys like the content on the channel enough, I'll probably just end up buying the full thing, because this is actually pretty intuitive to use. Probably a lot cleaner for you to look at also. So, things going on besides Dissidia. Highly recommend you go out and get Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's a lot of fun. I've been playing it a lot lately. This is actually one of the matches I played a couple weeks ago with a good buddy of mine. Really fun for beginners, but also has that same intricacy for like an anime fighting game, similar to Guilty Gear and BlazBlue, to where you can sort of stick with it for a while and really get some cool stuff going. Big combos, big damage, things like that. Next week I'm going to do Sephiroth, but feel free to put down in the comments anyone else you'd like to see. If there's no particular desire for anybody, then I'm probably just going to go back to Warrior of Light and go in order, like Garland, Furion, the Emperor, stuff like that. But yeah, so next week we got Sephiroth coming out. Let me know what you thought of the Noctis video, anything you want me to change, anything you like better in the Cloud video. And until next time, just enjoy the double Kamehameha win. Thanks a bunch, guys. Until next time.